At its WWDC 2016 event, Apple showed off updates to its 4 major operating systems. WSJ's Joanna Stern has the highlights. Hint: emojis are the future. Photo. Get. The new version of iOS was first unveiled at the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference and has actually been out in the wild for some time in beta form. However, it marks the first time normal punters will be able to get their hands on it. Here's your guide to iOS 10 and all the fruity goodness it contains. 1. Lock and home screen revamp. Engage with more detailed notifications on the home screen, such as reply to messages, see progress on your Uber, or get more info on a news alert. Give a firm press and 3D touch serves up more options. Plus, new feature called Raise to Wake might sound minor. Lift up your locked phone to see all your notifications, but it addresses an unwanted side effect of the speedy fingerprint scanner, which unlocks the iPhone when hitting the home button to light the screen, clearing alerts. 2. Siri now works with more apps. Siri until now has only worked with Apple's own apps, like music, messages and email. Now it also works with others. So you can order a taxi with Uber, send messages via WhatsApp and search photos on services like Pinterest. 3. QuickType now smart. Improvements to feature that suggests words or answers based on context when typing messages or emails. It now does more. So if someone texts to ask where you are, it can send your location. Or if you get a message such as, "What is Mr. Money's email?" Siri can offer to send the information with a single tap. 4. Control your home with Home. A new home app lets users who had smart gadgets control them easily. At the moment, not many people have stuff like web-connected cookers, fridges, lights, door locks and thermostats, but they are becoming more popular. Even John Lewis is pushing them. This app will be the place to control them. 5. Maps are smart. Maps now works with other apps, so you can do lots more stuff in them, rather than just getting directions. So when planning a meal out, you can find the restaurant, invite pals, and of course get directions there. But also pay for the meal with Apple Pay and book a taxi home afterwards with Uber. 6. Recognize your friends and family in photo. Facial recognition means photos can be grouped according to who's in the snap. But the app can also recognize other stuff like footballs, sea and sun lounges, and cluster photos based on what you are doing and with whom. This lets it suggest themed memories for, say, holidays or sports and so on. 7. News easier to read. The app now has 200 publications including The Sun. The For You section is split up into topics such as top stories, sports, tech rather than articles being jumbled up in a long feed. There are also the option to subscribe to paid-for magazines. 8. Music revamp. All new redesign from ground up. With a simpler, less cluttered look. Within Library, it is much easier to find just your downloaded songs, until now tucked away. There are also lyrics. Meanwhile, the less unpopular Connect feature loses its own tab. 4. You gives fast access to songs recommended for you and recently played music. 9. Phone calls bet. Yes, some people still uses their iPhone to make phone calls. There is a voicemail transcription service so you can see what people want you for when in a meeting. Also, calling from other services like WhatsApp is now built into the phone app. So rather than just picking normal mobile call or FaceTime, you can also select WhatsApp. 10. More emojis in Message. Most frequently used app has a major update. So-called rich links mean if you send a web page or a YouTube video, the recipient gets a preview. Emoji are now 3 times bigger. And there are emoji predictions that come up with keywords that have a relevant emoji highlighted. plus send handwritten replies. How do I download iOS 10? This is an easy question, but you shouldn't feel silly for asking it. All you'll have to do is wait until it's released, and then your device will give you a little nudge in the form of a push notification. Then all you need to do is agree to update your phone and iOS 10 will be installed. What features will iOS 10 introduce and what devices will it work on? It will work on the iPhone 5 and all subsequent models later, as well as the iPads beginning with the 4th generation iPad. The software will also work on the iPad mini too. This story was first published on the Sun News.com. Our privacy policy includes important information about our collection, use and disclosure of your personal information, including to provide you with targeted content and advertising based on your online activities. It explains that if you do not provide us with information we have requested from you, we may not be able to provide you with the goods and services you require. It also explains how you can access or seek correction of your personal information, how you can complain about a breach of the Australian privacy principles, and how we will deal with a complaint of that nature.